Hey, freaking hell, that's the first time I've ever come to this. 4 messages already. So we got Lewis. Lewis, you're the first, mate. Hello. Jammy Jimmy, hello there, mate. Aiden's in, alright, mate. How are you? Scabs is in. Scabs is early for you, isn't it, mate? You're usually quite late. So, yeah, I'm back. It's been a bit of a weird one, to be honest with you guys. Basically, last Monday, I wasn't well. I had, I still got a problem with my ear. Those who might remember the issues I had with my ear last year, I remember this time last year, just in the new year. I've got a problem again because I've had a really bad head cold lately. Um, those of you who've seen it in the blogs, me sniffling and coughing and that, yeah, I've had a pretty bad head cold of late. The week before, I was actually in Plymouth with a work thing, so I'm back now. The reason why the times were at 8 p.m. were because my TV was a bit messed up. We had The Walking Dead 9 till 10, and obviously we had I'm a Celeb was on as well, which I do watch every year, and I do enjoy it. So here we are, we're back now. There's nothing to hold me back anymore. So what we got now? Bluebirds TV, how are you, mate? Chris Borders in, good man. Lewis, the first thing. One of the big things I wanted to actually mention, Mikulski, loan extended at the end of the season. That is absolutely fantastic news. I mean, we're not in fear of relegation or anything like that. Far, far from it. I shouldn't even be mentioning it, really. But I don't know about whether we're going to be pushing for promotion, but if we sign Josh Sheehan, like a lot of people are suggesting that we're going to, I, I think we'll get close. I think we will get close. Scarbs, reckon we're set for the Leeds game? Absolutely, yes, I believe so. I think £3 gate has proven to be, a bit of a fruitless scandal for the moaners. So the extra £3 has obviously not deterred anybody, which is great. I mean, we make between £20,000 and £25,000 more off it, and it's only £3, considering we subsidise that more than that with the what's it called the lesser I can't get my words out tonight, boys. I'm out of practice at the moment. Yeah, the lesser ticket prices in the previous rounds have obviously subsidised the £3 for Leeds more than that, in fact. So the £3 moaners want to get a grip of themselves, really, don't they? So Georgie's in. Hey, you're still doing well, in you, mate. You're still getting there. You're still up in the top three. Well done to you guys. Yeah, you're doing bloody well, not skanky. I think Luton's won the league, though. Luton are going to win the league. Absolutely. What day is Leeds? Leeds, it is the weekend of the 6th. I believe it's the Sunday at midday. So I believe that's Sunday the 7th, midday. Labardi, what a player. Absolutely. Apparently, contract talks are ongoing at the moment. If we don't sign him, then whoever is responsible for him not signing a contract needs shooting. Needs shooting bloody fast as well. George, you took Newport 2 playoffs on my FIFA career mode, lost to Luton. You're always going to lose to Luton, though, aren't you? I can't believe Luton actually finished in playoffs there, bloody hell. Maybe some of the players are a little bit underrated. Jamie Franklin, why did Cambridge have 4 on the bench? They didn't have any players to put on the bench, apparently. But they still come out and look good. I mean, it looks as though we were lucky. Another thing about this whole head cold thing, I had to miss the Cambridge game. Unfortunately, I missed that trip. I love late goals as well. I haven't seen a proper late goal. I think it was Stevenage last time I seen a score a late goal to get us anything out of the game. So I was a bit gutted to miss that, to be honest. Luke Taylor, what's your prediction for the Lincoln game? It's going to be a tough game. Lincoln have started turning the corner a little bit better now. They started okay. They fell off a little bit. They've come right back into it now. So it's not going to be an easy game. I still think we could. I still think we could win. I still think we can beat them. And I think on our day we can beat anybody in this division at home. The only team we can't beat on our day in this division, in my opinion, is Luton. Scabs, Lincoln's a huge game Saturday. Reckon we'll be looking like serious. Okay, off contenders. Yeah, we win against Lincoln, and some results go our way, and we find our way back into the playoff places. I think keeping Mikulski. And if we get Josh Sheehan in, and I don't even think we'd need anybody else then. we get Josh Sheehan, we keep Mikulski, get Josh Sheehan, and start being a bit more consistent, then I think we'll stay in that playoff place. We're passing £3. What? Yeah, £3. Who haven't got £3 these days, though, honestly? Is Newblay on a 1 or 2 year contract? That's a good question. I'm sure someone said he's only on a 1 year contract, because if we're getting Josh Labardi in his contract over the line, Newblay has to be the next. Absolutely. Aiden, decent, same day as West Ham, 2 games, 1 day, lovely day. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Liam Phelps, how we've won Saturday, I don't know. Phelps, you've been there with most of the games. I've been stood there right next to you for most of them. How many games have we been to and we've lost and we've been the better team and we've how the bloody hell did we lose that game? It's that turning in roundabout sort of thing. It's that last season we would have lost that game and we would have lost it convincingly. Well, we did, didn't we? The exact same game, we were 2-0 up and we lost. We ended up losing 3-2. I think we got a team that's made of something so much more than what our teams have been in the last couple of years. I think it's reminding me more of how we used to win games with just in Edinburgh in League Two. I mean, there were plenty of games under Edinburgh where we looked good, but there were plenty of games where we didn't, but we still got the win. You knew how to grind the result side, which is exactly what we did on the weekend. We grind out that result being second best. And the thing is, like I said, Phelpsy, how many times have we been first best but still come out second best on the scoreline? Too many times. That's just a swinging and roundabouts as far as I'm concerned. It's about time we've had a little bit of luck on our side. The truth talker, did you see Scott Bowden's goal the other week for Wrexham? I haven't. I don't really watch a lot of the National League, to be honest with you. I should be watching it. I mean, I started taking a bit of an interest in the show on BT last season, thinking there's a good chance we're going to be watching this next season, But, no, I mean, Wrexham, I actually hope they come up, not because I like Wrexham, but because I like the derby that we have with them, the Welsh derby with them. I like it that much that I want it back. We don't have that. That's one thing I do miss about the conference, right, is having Wrexham in the same division as us and having that real sort of, hostile sort of game to go to, a proper derby type game, because Cheltenham don't provide that. The only team that's ever really provided that is Bristol Rovers, really, to be honest with you. So having Wrexham back, because I don't see Bristol Rovers coming down anytime soon. They're doing well at the moment. Having Wrexham back would really, really bring that back for me. So there's that. Scott Bowden, though. I got a lot of time for Scott Bowden, even though I criticised him a lot because I felt he was lazy. He still put the ball in the net. Took it for granted, really. Georgie, Derry a dead man walking, in my opinion. Hopefully we can stick the final nail in the coffin next week when we play them. To be honest, I don't really like Cambridge that much. Their fans have got a tendency to rub things in when they beat you. And I know we do the same thing, but it's not nice when you're on the receiving end of it. And Cambridge rubbed it right in the 1 year, and it pissed me off. The only thing good about it is twice that I've been to Cambridge, I've actually won bets. That's funny enough. I remember when we played them and we lost 3-0 first game of the season. I actually won about 250 quid off an accumulator. And the season before, we lost there 3-1. And I actually won again on an accumulator. It's mental. Absolutely mental. So maybe if I'd have gone on the weekend, I'd have won my accumulator on the weekend. Here we go. Hey, Jack Boy, how are you, mate? Big man's in. Yo, yo, yo. Joe Heaton, I don't recognise your name. Have you been in before, mate? Yo, Taff, how are you, mate? Georgie Habs. How many goals has Mikulski got for the season? 10, I believe it is at the moment. 10. Newbley's on 2 years. Are you sure about that? Because if he is, then great. Am I playing FIFA 18? I have been. Newport County are obviously already in the Premier League. Stayed up season 1, season 2, won 4 out of 4. Happy days. Georgie Habs, Mansfield being linked with a Kindy, and Ricky Miller wouldn't rule them out of automatics just yet. They got to get them first. And the thing is, they've made a lot of big signings, and they haven't really done them any good at the moment. And the Kindy isn't exactly on his top form this year. So I wouldn't be in fear of them, even if they do sign them. Newbley's on 1 year, by the way. Now, someone clear this one up for me, please. Big man. Bought my Leeds ticket on Sunday, gave a donation to Merthyr Town Football Club as well. Good man. See, Merthyr are doing well with the donations. I know Cardiff raised them a lot of money, Swansea raised them a lot of money. Been waiting for the big teams to actually step up and help them out. I think it's because of the smaller ones like ourselves and Hereford have obviously done a bit for them. I think they were sort of compelled to do their bit as well. But thankfully they have done it, and the Together Stronger sort of hashtag is proving to prevail once again. Bluebirds TV, Cardiff. Yeah, what about Cardiff, mate? Scabs, Ellis, the drummer, is away for the Lincoln game. He said, I'm back on the drum for that match. Scabs, have you been ever to go on the drum with you, mate? Because if you have, I'd imagine you're a lot better than Mark. Big man, Mendes Lang for World Cup. Who does he play for, Mendes Lang? Who is he actually, which nation does he actually represent? I'm not too sure about this. Can someone clear that one up for me? Bit off topic, but do you think Man City will go unbeaten? No. I think the Premier League is far more competitive than what it was when Arsenal went unbeaten. I think Man United had a particularly poor season the season Arsenal went. I think everybody had a particularly poor season that time. I think Arsenal were just taking advantage of being the best of a bad bunch, really. But Arsenal were phenomenal that year in comparison to everybody else. I mean, that was before Chelsea and their money, that was before Man City and their money, before Tottenham really pushed on. So they didn't really have what you'd call an awful lot of competition at that particular point of the Premier League era, to be honest with you. It's much, much more competitive now. I don't think they're going to go unbeaten, no. They got too many games to play. I think they got to play at Tottenham, they got to play at Liverpool, and I think the only time they're going to come unstuck is when they're going to get outgunned. Because when you're playing against a team and you know you've got a much, much better attack than them, you can smash and smash and smash and just score and score, and the team is focusing so much on their defence that they can't go forward and outgun you. Now, when Man City have something defensively to really think about, then that's when they're going to come unstuck, I think. So no, they're not going to go unbeaten. But if they do, fair play to them, and I think it will be a much, much, much bigger achievement than the Arsenal Invincibles if they do. Bluebirds TV had people on the gate asking for money for Merthyr. Yeah, fair play to Cardiff, fair play to Swansea. I think Merthyr should be close to being over the line now to getting the money that they need. Hopefully there's a few players out there for them to sign up, and they can see the season out without getting relegated and build on it for next season. Get away from that drum, Dylan. You... What, Mark? Woody Buddy, you're going to have to clear that one up for us, mate. Phelpsy, here we go. Play like we did with Justin Edinburgh as well. Play shit football and still win games, results business. Bang on. That's what football is these days. It's a results business, and there's playing well, but then there's winning football matches. And at the end of the day, if you don't win football matches, you're not going to be a successful team, and it's as simple as that. You've got to be... As much as it kills me to say it, football isn't the glitz glam game that it once was. It is purely down to grinding those results out. And those who know how to get their tactics right and know how to put the right players in the right positions and get the right sort of effort from them, they're the ones that are going to do well at the end of the day. Which is why I always hated the fact that West Brom used to moan about Tony Pulis. I mean, yeah, you moan about Tony Pulis, but Tony Pulis will keep you in the Premier League season in, season out. But now look at them. I got a feeling West Brom might go down this year. Stoke could go down as well. Imagine if Crystal Palace went down with them as well. It'd be a nice little Tony Pulis laugh fest there. Georgie Harbs, is that a St. Pauli t-shirt? No, it is a Carl Zeiss Jena t-shirt that was given to me in the post by a friend from Carl Zeiss, from Jena. That friend is going to be coming over in Christmas and coming over just after Christmas. And if those of you who remember our Welsh flag that we got, this guy Jerome, he really likes Wales and the Welsh, and he likes coming to Newport as well. So we got him a replica of our Welsh at heart, amber in the blood Wales flag. So I'm sure he'll love that. Yeah, Georgie, if you weren't drinkers, because obviously you're not County. Newport County of old, we played against Carl Zeiss in the Cup Winners' Cup in the 80s, and they knocked us out in the quarter-final. But there's always been something of a friendship between the clubs. Quite recently, we went there for a friendly, and then the year after they came to us, made a lot of friends. It all went good, and a lot of us still keep in touch, basically. So I'm losing you all. I've got to catch up now. Joe Heaton, who's your favourite Newport player? Josh Labardi, 100%. Big man, yeah, that's where I gave my donation. Bluebirds TV. I work in the Rico at Cardiff City Stadium. What? Okay. Scabs, Liam, how bad were we? Right, that'd be one for Liam to clear up then. Aidan, if Aki Stanley hadn't got the early red and had won, might have been in the playoffs. All right. All right, yeah. So on the weekend, so yeah, we wouldn't have been far off it, mate. At least anyway. Bluebirds TV, yep. Woody Buddy, we all want Sheehan, but who would he replace? Good question, actually. Obviously, we are starting to get the best out of Dolan now, aren't we? Especially from the set pieces. Possibly Tozer, to be honest with you, because I think Dolan and Labardi are capable of owning the midfield. I think Labardi's creating an awful lot, but I think he can be utilised more as the engine. You know, well, not so much the engine. I think Sheehan would be the engine. I think Dolan would be the grease, and I think Labardi would be the drive that drives it all. You know, I think that could be a real recipe for the top midfield in this division. So yeah, there we go. Sheehan, it would be instead of Tozer, but I like Tozer. I still doesn't mean I don't like Tozer. Liam Phelps, worst we played since Wesley is how bad. Yeah. I didn't see the game, so I can't comment on that. But we played some real awful football under Graham Wesley, but we also played some real good football under Graham Wesley. I think when Sheehan and Healy were at their best, we were doing some fantastic stuff. But we did see some absolute tripe, though, didn't we? Some absolute garbage. And if we played as bad as that on the weekend, but we still won, it just goes to show the calibre of players that we got. Only the top teams in certain divisions go into games, play badly and still win. So yeah, there we go. I mean, I felt we played badly against Cheltenham at home and we won 1-0. There's a few games we played that I felt we haven't been that good, but we ended up winning. So it just goes to show we're made of such sterner stuff than what we were. Rob Parsons Saturday, we were dog shit. Well, I can't say I was there, so I can't comment on it. But you guys were there, so you obviously know a lot better than me. If we were grabbed, then at least we got a bad performance out of the way with 3 points. It's great. Big man, all on for Christmas is Josh Sheehan. What an absolute perfect gift. If on Christmas Day, the Newport County Twitter feed puts out signing Josh Sheehan on loan till the end of the season, that would make everybody's Christmas, wouldn't it? Absolutely. Woody Buddy, Cambridge Twitter rubbing it in. Beat them twice, yep. And we beat them a third time when they come back to Rodney Parade later in the season. Fight to the end. Exactly, there you go, Rob Parsons. Nail on the head there, fight to the end. Big man, I'm 95% sure Nuble's on 2 years. Can someone dig this one up? Does anybody know where to look to find out? Right, I don't like the Forest Green at all. They are putting politics into football. Good point, mate, yeah. It's not a point I really bring up that often, to be honest with you, about Forest Green. Yeah, I talk about them all the time, mate. Basically, I can't stick them. The politics I don't like. He's obviously a leftist hippie, weasel. He's forcing vegan food onto football fans. He's forcing biotechnology into his football stadium. I can't stick them. I just can't stick them. They're a pub team. They're a pub team backed by a hippie millionaire, basically. And that's all they are, Forest Green. A complete pub team. Right. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Eden, the FGR rant. CJB. Yeah, good point. Chris Ball makes there. Don't forget to like the stream. So let's get some thumbs up. I'll tell you what, right? If we can get the viewers up to 30 and the likes up to 20, I will extend another 5 minutes. Challenge is on, guys. Challenge is on. Go for it. We get the viewers up to 30, so get sharing this, get people to watch it, get the viewers up to 30, get the likes past 20. No, I'm going to say 25 actually. We're on 16 already. If we get it past 25 and get the viewers over 30, I will extend by another 5 minutes. So, I'll tell you what, I'll extend to the hour. I'll make it so we're on for the hour. If you can get over 30 watchers at one time and over 25 likes. Right then, the FGR rant. Yeah, it's over and done with for today. Beckford, Wikipedia says Newblay is on a 1 year contract. Damn it. We need him on 2 years. We need him on 3 years. We need him on infinite contract. We need. Big man's off the check. Jammy Jimmy, hi. Hi to you too, mate. Who plays for Cardiff? Are you on about Mendes Lang now? Wondering which national team he plays for. Which national team? Merthyr, 20th of Jan versus Aaron O'Connor's team. Oh, right, okay. It's Kettering, isn't it? Aaron O'Connor. Is it Kettering he's playing for? Scabs. You thought I was wearing a Plymouth shirt. It don't look green to me. It's white. Oh, is it the Plymouth away top? Oh, because of the... It does look a bit greeny on this is the way that the light's shining down. But that's just a black thing. That's just black. I thought I was wearing a Plymouth shirt. Good God. What would the world become if I wore a bloody Plymouth shirt? Jesus, wet, mate. Oh, but fair enough. I'll forgive you for that one. Jimmy, obviously West Brom are going down because they have Alan Pardew. Actually, no, I think quite the opposite, mate. I think Alan Pardew may keep them up. I quite hope they do go down, though, because I'm not a big fan of West Brom. I don't like their fans. They're just fans with, I was watching the game against Man United. When you're playing against Man United, you should be bloody roaring the place down. I barely heard a single West Brom chant all game. And they're talking about entertainment. Oh, we want to be entertained. We want entertaining football. All right, you can play entertaining football when you're in the Championship, When you're in the Premier League, when you're West Brom in the Premier League, your best bet is to stay up every year. And that way, you're always going to see the likes of Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man City playing on your doorstep every single year. Those are 6 games you're guaranteed to see. 6 times you're going to see a world beating team playing in your area, But you just it does me. Football is a results business. It's not. Technically, yes, it's an entertainment business, but what's more entertaining than actually watching your team win a football match, regardless of how they win? I go home happy if Newport County win in a shit game. So what is it about demanding to be entertained? It's like, these are football players, they're not jesters, Jesus. Anyway, let's just move on, because I'm on the ranting tonight, aren't I? Swansea could be getting relegated. I fear for them. If Swansea want to stay up, sack Paul Clement now, right now, and grab Tony Pulis before he takes the Wales job, basically. That's it. If Swansea want to stay up, sack Clement and grab Pulis before he becomes the Wales manager. Big man, Newblay is on a 1 year contract confirmed on Newport County's Instagram. Damn it. I really hoped he was on 2 years, but there we go. After Labadi's over the line, that's who's next. Thoughts on the Arnautovic thing against Stoke. Now, I didn't see the Arnautovic thing against Stoke. All I know is that Stoke fans are horrible bastards. Because after what happened with Aaron Ramsey, if a player breaks his leg on your turf, it doesn't matter who they are or what they've done. If a player breaks his leg on your turf, you should feel at least a little bit sorry for them. To sing you've only got one leg at the time it happens, and to sing up for the freaking player that actually done it as well, and then boo him the next time he actually plays, I think that's just so classless. It's awful. And Arnautovic, I think someone was thrown at him, wasn't it? But I don't know exactly what happened, so I'm going to look into that and I'll have an answer for you next week, Aidan. Liam Phelps, lose Bentosa, you lose a long throw is your only problem. Dimitriou has got a long throw on him, I'm sure. I'm sure Dimitriou was doing it for us last year while Bentosa was injured. But I might be wrong. Greg said, sorry you're late. Good to see you the other week, mate. Good to see you, it was. Ellis Williams, Scabs has to drum on Saturday because I'm not there. There you go, Liam, Dimitriou. Thought so. Dimitriou's got the long throw. But, Scabs, how is your drumming? I mean, there's a lot of pressure on you now. I'm going to Wickham. How many are you taking? I don't know. Boxing Day, we usually take a decent crowd. So, we'll see. I'm driving up, so I'll be there. Eden. So it'll be good to meet you, mate. Liam Phelps. Stewards deserved my chance. Simple as. Right, Phelpsy, please will you enlighten us on what the exact words are for this Stewards chant? I like it an awful lot, and apparently it went down well up in Cambridge. Newblay just checked 1 year, 100%. Yep, Scabs, thank you, Ellis, of course. Newport are pretty shite, to be honest. Cardiff all the way. Oi, oi. Hey, hey, we got a Cardiff troll, guys. Here we go. What else you got? What else you got? Alan Benson. That's a fitting name, Benson, that isn't it? Jammy Jimmy. Haha. Whatever. Better be... What? What's that, Scabs? Liam, we should do that every game. Yeah, the stewards chant. Yeah, every away game at least, anyway. Infinite contract. Yeah. Nuble, infinite contract. Contracted to infinity. Well, until he retires or whatever. Aiden, did Connor Washington play for you, or did I sign him on FIFA 14? He would have been on FIFA 14, yes, but he would have been crap on that one, unfortunately. But he would have been on 14, definitely 100% would have been on 14, because he was in our squad that season, but then he got signed by Peterborough. The Bardi needs to be timed down to a 2-year deal minimum. Yeah, I like how you use the word minimum there. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. Same, I think. Nuble, Labardi, contracted to infinity, basically. Well, passes. Nothing like your team playing bad and scoring a last minute winner. I'm still buzzing. Exactly. Rob, tell me now, answer me this, right? Were you entertained by our team throughout the game? And you're telling me now you're still feeling buzzing, but were you entertained by our team throughout the game? And would you have changed it? Would you have lost that game just to have seen the team play some entertaining football? I'd really like for you to clear that one up for me, mate. Woody Buddy, over 5k tickets sold for Leeds. Yep, we will sell the rest as well. Big man, do you think County have a chance versus Leeds? I believe we do, yeah. I think we had them rattled for the first half. I think they didn't deserve to go in level. They deserved to go in 1 down, possibly 2 down. And I think they came out all guns blazing then, but we're on our pitch this time. And I don't think they're going to find it easy in front of our crowd. If we're loud enough, we could rattle them enough, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm not going to expect nothing, of course. Big Shaq. Big Shaq? Who's Big Shaq? We're talking about Cool Turst, are we? Jammy Jimmy, do you think Newcastle United will stay up? Unless the takeover happens and they give Benitez some money in January, I think they'll be in trouble. Unless they do that. Rob Parsons is going to Wickham. You go to every away game, mate. Fair play to you. Aiden, love Tozer, takes a sick corner. Well, he scores off him anyway, Tozer. Because I think he was off a corner when he scored the header to score the winner against Swindon. Dolan is on corners, yeah. I thought it was Dolan on the corners. Liam Phelps, as much as yes, Mikulski won't be back at the end of the season, the fact that we got quality of pods or the bench strikers is a position we don't lack on at the moment. Yeah, agreed. I think we're good for strikers. It's just we need that extra bit of spark and creativity from the midfield. To be honest with you, I think if we get the Sheehan signing over the line and keep him for the rest of the season, I tell you what, we'll be a force to be reckoned with in the second half of the season. I honestly think we'll stop in the playoffs then. Eden Tozer's goal is on my channel, direct quarter goal. That's it. Yep, absolutely quality. That was an awesome day, Swindon away. See the big. Remember at the beginning of the season when we were talking about these live streams and everyone's asking me what's going to be the biggest away day. So far, the two that I mentioned, Coventry and 2 out of 3 that I mentioned Coventry, Swindon and Cheltenham. Coventry and Swindon, we won 1-0 away, and they were both great away days. So that's right, make it 3 out of 3. Let's get the win at Cheltenham and make that another great away day, because that was awesome last year. And we only got a draw then as well. Amond is on a gold rate, says Lewis. Yeah, he is a bit, isn't he? But he is coming off the bench at the moment, so he's got to start a couple of games and he's got to bag something. Maybe against Lincoln, he might bag himself a goal, and then he might be the difference between us winning and losing with Leeds, because he wasn't involved in the Leeds game when we were up there. They go, Rob, no way, happy with what happened. There you go. So the most entertaining thing in football when you're a proper football fan is seeing your team win regardless of how they do it. So, for fans of clubs who demand entertaining football, is it a necessity in comparison to getting results? That's a thing. That's a thing to think about. Big man, can't find it, Aiden, but I'll have a look later. Oh, okay. Right, you two having a little bit of a, or three of you having a little bit of a conversation there. Buddy, why'd Flynn sign Geraldo? We don't play wingers. I think Geraldo's being used as a wing back. He's had no reason to drop Butler yet. And I'm not sure if Geraldo's been injured lately as well. I'm sure when he was mentioned about any new injury worries, or nothing new except for obviously Jackson and Geraldo. Well, maybe he's injured. Oh, someone's found it. Ellis, if you're still in here, give me your gloves. Scabs, I'll make sure I bring the spare pair with me just in case. A FIFA goal. Oh, a FIFA goal. Ooh. Share the FIFA goal with us, big man. We got loads of FIFA goals on here. All the way back to FIFA 14 as well, mind. They're only like a minute long each. It's worth a watch. There's some good goals on there. Greg, good to see you at the Carlisle match, Chris. I meant to ask you that day, did Swindon not allow you to bring the drum? You're correct there, mate. They did not allow us to bring the drum, no, unfortunately. The lads took it, but they didn't let us get the drum. They didn't let us take it in. Georgie, it's a good question, actually. It's not football related, but it's Wales related. Do you like Gavin and Stacey? Now, are we talking about the actual comedy of Gavin and Stacey? Because if so, yes, absolutely. I think that shit was funny as fuck, like, you know. Yeah, it was funny. It was good. Gavin and Stacey was good. I hope they do more. Jammy Jimmy, hi, I'm Aiden. Oh, we got two Aidens then, have we? So where does Jammy Jimmy come from then? Rob Parsons, we might have been bad Saturday, but was always in the game. Oh, well, there you go. That's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, I think a lot of the time last season, we were always in the game, but we just always lost. You know, I mean, this time we're in the game, second best still, but still in the game, but we're actually winning. It's great. It's great. We're having a great season. I managed to get them to speak on Channel 5 on the Facebook live stream that they do straight after. I got them to speak about the fact that at this point of the season last year, we were on 17 points. This time we were on 34 points. So I actually got them to speak about that. What a turnaround it's been. Absolutely great. People are still moaning though. There you go, big man. I packed Luis Suarez an ultimate team. Good man. How much is he worth? Right. This is Phelpsy. This is the steward song, guys. You are my steward, a lonely steward. You're only happy when we're sat down. You wear a bright top. You look a right cock. You never take our standing away. Ah, good. I love it. Absolutely love it. How good is that? I hope all of you take it all around the country and sing it everywhere. The Truth Talk, over 5,000 people are expected to be at the Leeds game already. Do you think there'll be some hooliganism? I can count on it, basically. Obviously, we got our own hooliganism problem in Newport. Leeds tend to travel with it as well. So, absolutely there will be. Not that I want it to be. I don't want it to be at all. But, unfortunately, yeah, I think we're in for a bit of trouble. So, guys, the peak viewers that we've hit so far is 28. We were two away from hitting that 30 mark. We're on 24 at the moment, so we want 6 more to come in, but we're only on 18 likes. So if any of you haven't liked the video yet, just chuck us a cheeky like. It only takes 2 seconds. If we hit the likes over 25 and hit the views over 30, I will extend to do a full hour. Alright, so we got Aiden and Big Man are still having a lot of conversation there. Scabs, what away games have you missed this season? Morecambe, Cambridge, I think Forest Green in the Checker Trade Trophy, and I think there was Southend in the EFL Cup as well. Don't think there's many others unless there's any Did we play away on any Tuesday night games? I can't think now. It's not many. I've done every Saturday one except for Morecambe and Cambridge. We will definitely see hooligans at the Leeds game. Stay safe, kids. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Liam Phelps. You can't class someone on a gold track for only getting 10 minutes at the end of every game. That's a good point, mate. Yeah. Greg, I can answer this. So usually around 2 weeks before every away game, I will send out an email to a club with a list of items asking for confirmation what they can and cannot bring in. There we go. Chris Ball is our club liaison, Amber Army to club liaison, sort of emailing administration person. Buddy, bet someone brings pyro, Cheltenham, but you didn't hear that from me. Well, I think the old internet just heard it from me, buddy buddy. Sorry, mate. Jammy Jimmy, I wish Hartlepool stayed up instead of Newport. And why is that then, mate? Is that because you love Jeff Stelling that much? Did you cry for him as well, mate, did you? Jeff Stelling, what a prick. Aiden, shut up, James, you fake Geordie horse-beating scum. Well, there we go. Someone told him for me, happy days. There we go. Chris Ball for Swindon, we were rejected. Yep. No drum. Fried water. Great to see 5,000 tickets all the way for Leeds. Pick mine at Thursday. Absolutely buzzing. Atmosphere will be incredible. Absolutely. I can't wait for it. It's going to be great. The thing is, Leeds get to play. They actually get to play when they should have played. Because remember, we drew them at home. We actually did draw them at home in the EFL Cup, and we had to reverse it because the pitch weren't ready. So they actually get to play at Running Parade this season, which is great. Newport average away grade is 434 for the first 11 away games. Well, that'll be funny, but that's quality, isn't it? 434 away fans on average. That's good. That's really, really good, I think. And the thing is, that's going to go up and up. I think we're going to take about 400. I think we're going to take 400 to Wickham on Boxing Day. Then Charlton will obviously take about 1,000, I think. Scabs, buddy, the youth will. Well, all the youth are going to kick off, yeah, absolutely. There we go, Geraldo is injured, yep. Jackson to score a hat-trick against Leeds. Hey, the jokes are coming in thick and fast right now, aren't they? Imagine the scenes, yeah. What do you think about Cambridge charging away fans £2 to get into club ice? They also told us there is no other pubs open on match days. Well, that's true. Apparently, I think Cambridge is at the one where you got the Chinese just down the road with the really expensive Chinese, with the really expensive shit pint. Yeah, but charging you £2 to get into their club ice, saying, "Oh no, you can't go nowhere else. You got to pay £2 to go in." Yeah, I'd have told them fuck off on our stay in the cold, like sod that. Scabs, he's out, Lewis. Yeah, he will be out, won't he? Jackson, poor guy, he's had a bit of a tough time with it at the moment. Big man again, yep, unfortunately again. O.P. Pritchard, how's it going up the county? That's what we like to see. Good man. Scabs, yeah. Matthew Payne, is the Leeds game sold out? Not yet, but we're edging closer and closer to it. Big man, do you think County will pounce on the Leeds money by making a big money signing in January? No, I don't think so. I think all we really need is Sheehan on loan. That's all we need. We don't need to spend any money. I think Flinney wants to put anything we get from the cup towards a training ground. So I think that's what the money's going to go on. Dan Finch, evening fella. How's it going, Dan? How are you, mate? You okay? Greg, thanks CBG and Chris. Yep, there we go. Big man, these tickets will sell out this Sunday. Suarez is 450k. Oh, I'll tell you what I could do with that. But I do a lot of kit trading on FIFA Ultimate Team, and I've hit a bit of a snag because the kits are just not selling that well, so I've just lost interest. But I got a decent team, and I've got 100k sitting in my bank, and I haven't put a penny into it to buy any packs, so that's gone pretty well. But I wouldn't mind 450k off one card though. Might sell him and buy Bale. Bloody hell, that's big time, innit? Matthew Payne, okay, buy mine this week. Make sure you get yours before it sells out, mate. Jammy Jimmy, I want Wickham to beat Newport. Right, Jammy Jimmy, come on then, mate. Who do you support then? Let's pick the bums out of your team then. Tosser. Fried water. Matthew, what's up? Who remembers that advert? The Budweiser advert. It was quality, wasn't it, back in the day? Big man Matthew, buy yours before Saturday. Yeah, gotta get yours in. No pyro, no party. I was wondering, when pyro was mentioned earlier, I was wondering when someone was going to say, well done, Rob, good man. Fried water, pick my Leeds ticket up Thursday just to be safe. Good man. Alan Benson, Cardiff City FC, we're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. That's not actually how you say it though, is it? And you're supposed to say by far the best team of football the world has ever seen. See, I know your song's better than you, and I can't stand you, Benson. Aiden, James, you only like Wickham because of Akinfenwa. Is that Jimmy Jammy you're on about there? Akinfenwa. Who isn't in love with Akinfenwa these days, though? Guy's quality. Ian Phelps, Charlton and Leeds in just over a week. Great times. Yeah, Charlton away. Cracking away day that was. That had to be one of the best away days last year. And Leeds at home. It's going to make for a good time. But we got Exeter at home as well, haven't we, just before Leeds? That is true, isn't it? Exeter on New Year's Day, is it? New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. I can't think which day it's on. But we do have Exeter at home just before we play Leeds. Lewis, when are the Charlton away tickets on sale? I don't know. Cardiff City Stadium, you mean the library? Yeah, you don't hear much noise except when they're singing Christmas songs to their players. It's a bit camp when they're singing at Sol Bamba. Who heard it the other night when they played against Hull? Woolly Bully, Cheltenham, always tough home and away. Aiden, tough. Cheltenham was tough at home, but we still beat them away. I think we'll beat them again. To be honest with you, they've dropped off a little bit. They were doing quite well for a bit, weren't they? Who's that now, Aiden? Arthur Masuaku. The truth talk, I thought Joe Day was very poor against Carlisle the other week. He could have prevented all 3 of those goals. Yeah, but I think when it comes to Joe Day, he has more good games than bad games, in my opinion. I think he does an awful lot of good for the Canes. He saved us more than he's let us down, in my opinion. Who's better than the Lukaku? Is that Masuaku? Is he a West Ham player? Jammy Jimmy is a Sunderland fan. What's Sunderland got against the Canes? Like, no, unless he's like a closet Hartlepool fan or something. Masuaku was technically gifted, right? Okay. Lewis, still got concerns over his shop opening, lost sales. Is it time we went back and merged with the rugby shop and ticket office? And potentially, Lewis, yeah, it could well be. I got nothing against. The people who are running it at the moment. I think they're good people. They're doing an awful lot for the club. They're helping the club an awful lot. I'm happy with what they're doing in there at the moment, to be honest with you. But like I say, the whole operation could be better. It could be run a bit more efficiently, personally. I think it just needs 1 or 2 people to just sort of run the show and keep it on its toes, basically. Reckon we get over 1K at Cheltenham. I sincerely hope so, yeah. Newcastle made that song up for Chancellor and Bemba. I mean, are you a Sunderland fan or are you a Newcastle fan? You sound like a Newcastle fan to me. Woody Buddy. Joe is normally sane, but then he's looking dodgy recently. Sure, he'll be back to normal soon. Yeah, he's been a lot better this season than he was last season. I think he was a lot better last year than he was the season before. Getting better and better every year. I think it's James Bitten's got a lot to do with that. Newcastle fans are crackheads. Well, have you ever watched Geordie's show? Jesus Christ, the state of those people. Jammy Jimmy, I actually used to go watch Wickham games regularly. Well, sorry about that, mate. Fried Water, yeah, January 1st for Exeter. There we go. Yeah, January 1st we're playing Exeter. Greg, what part of RP would you like to see redeveloped or upgraded next? I would like to see the North Terrace given a roof. I want to take the Amber Army and the Ultra scene over behind that goal. I think making the North Terrace our own would be the future of our group. And yeah, that would be great, that would. I'd like to see the North Terrace with a roof and a little bit of a bulkier sort of stand and the ability to take everything over there and make it a proper Ultras den. Big man, last Christmas I gave you my heart, the very next day you gave it away. This year you'll save me from tears, we'll give it to Sean Mikulski. Please don't, mate, please, I don't want to sing that song. Here we go, Sol Bamba song was cringe. OP Pritchard message retracted. I hope we see something from you, mate. Big man, mind the spelling. Wickham and Cheltenham on sale online now. There you go. Sing the Wilfred Boney song. Why the bloody hell would I sing a song about Wilfred Boney? He's a Swansea player. Cheltenham tickets on sale now. Oh, there we go. I'm a Newcastle fan, not Sunderland. Are you sure about that? Here we go. Prices and everything. Mr. Ball, you on the ball. There you go. Big man, time to sign a young Premier League goalkeeper from a big club struggling for game time. Put a bit of pressure on Mr. Day, I think. Yeah, a bit of pressure will keep him on his toes. Aiden, yeah, Sunderland, yeah. I remember you. How are we pronouncing this one again? I remember you, the gaming guy. Marussia 15 Gaming. You're the Exeter fan, right? Exeter fan, I think. Big man, Sunderland City would do a job on Sunderland. Sunderland going down their shit. Nah, don't say that about them, mate. I'm sure you'll stay up. Big man, come on, Sean Mikulski saw some goals. Yeah, we've already got the Sean Mikulski song. It's the the that song. We got that one. Newcastle going down too. Coleman will do well. What'll happen? Coleman will turn it round at Sunderland. Newcastle end up going down. Sunderland will be back in the Premier League. Newcastle will be back down in the Championship, won't they? What team in Newport County have the worst record against in League Two? Whether it be Plymouth or Morecambe, we haven't done too well against. Cambridge as well, we've been pretty bad against. Stevenage, we've done pretty poorly against. Yeah, they're pretty much the teams that we've done badly against, to be honest with you. Will Exeter go up? Tough to say at the moment, mate. There's a lot of teams pushing for that third place and second place. I think Luton are tied first place up, to be honest with you. I think if you pick up one or two players in January and they're the right players, I think you absolutely will go up. Yes, but you need to sort that ground out very soon. I think you're building it up, aren't you? What's the next? What am I getting for Christmas? What am I getting for Christmas? Oh, depends who Newcastle are playing and if they get beat. Aiden, to be honest, if you beat Leeds and drew Man City, what would the score be? If we beat Leeds and drew Man City, as long as it didn't go to double figures, I'd be happy. Red Legion better than the Amber Army. To be honest with you, mate, right? And I don't know if you're just saying that out of sort of spite, whatever, or whether you actually truly believe that. But I'd say, I think your group is bigger and louder at the moment. But I think we got better chance. I think our chance are much broader and better. But I think you've got a bigger actual cluster of blokes. I think we got more flags than you as well, to be honest. So, yes, I know the Red Legion are, mate. Of course I do. I keep tabs on a lot of the Ultras groups and just to see if there's anything we could be doing to be doing things better. I think all we need in the Amber Army is more people. So there's 21 of you watching in this, and any of you Newport County fans who don't come and stand with the Amber Army, come and stand with us and help us so we can become better than this Red Legion lot. There we go. Orient fan here. We just got Justin Edinburgh. He's doing well for us. Good. Justin Edinburgh's a legend for ourselves. He got us promoted. He got us into the Football League, and we've managed to stay ever since, basically. So, yeah, Edinburgh, he'll do good for you. He knows that division well, and although you've been doing quite badly this season, I wouldn't look at promotion this year, but next year I'd put you as a dead cert if your finances are turned around well. And Edinburgh's got a bit of money to spend in the summer. Yeah, absolutely. Thoughts on Griezmann trying to like an 80s basketball player? I don't know what you mean there, big man. Exeter Ultras, yeah. Marussia, yeah, that's you. Basically, yeah. You have got a good Ultras group. I'll give you that. I am a fan of yours. Our worst record is against Barnet. Oh, of course, yeah. Barnet always fucking beat us, didn't they? The bastards. At least we beat them in the cup that one year. I enjoyed that. L's vlogs beat top of the league 4-1. Orient did under Edinburgh. Oh, there you go. Beat top of the league 4-1. Was that Aldershot? Was it Aldershot who were top of the league at that point? It's your birthday though. Happy birthday, Els. Let's all wish Els happy birthday, guys. Exeter, bully, you're putting out the banter here, mate. Good man. Exeter have about 3 chances. That's the thing I'm going to say. We got more and better chance than you, I think, and we got more flags. I think you just got more people, that's all. West Ham don't need ultras. We got some bubbles and drunk cockneys. Well, that's all you need. Do you know the capacity of Ronnie Parade is 8,500, 7-8? I thought the capacity of Ronnie Parade was 10,500 for rugby. But then for football, it was something like 7,000. But I know it can be raised to 8.5, and if we can get it to 8.5, bang, we'll make a nice little packet out of that. Jammy Jimmy, who do I prefer, Newcastle or Sunderland? Well, if you're a Newcastle fan, I simply have to say Sunderland. Well, obviously for Chris Coleman as well, because I want to see him do well. Newcastle, I think I got a lot of time for Newcastle fans. To be honest with you, I think they are a passionate group. They remind me of us. Just on a bigger scale, but not fair play. I do quite like both of them. I think everyone's grown a lot of fondness for Sunderland because of Bradley Lowry, of course. But if you're Welsh, then you're particularly fond of Sunderland for Chris Coleman. So I gotta say I prefer Sunderland at this particular time, but I have a lot of time for both clubs. Big man, I was gonna sing and chant the Cambridge game, but I was so ill that day. Well, you weren't as ill as me, mate. I couldn't even go that day. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna have to catch up on these, and we're gonna have to call it a night. I think Fleetwood Ultras stand. What? I don't know what you mean by that, Marussia. Oh, Pritchard, do you think Newport County will make it the playoffs? If we sign Josh Sheehan, yes. We keep in Mikulski. We sign Josh Sheehan, we'll make the playoffs. Stood back and watched. So basically, Griezmann made himself black to look like a basketball player. Did he get called a racist by any chance? Because a lot of people do that when people make themselves look black. People like to call them a racist. It's like, you blacking up. I thought people did that as fancy dress. I don't know. Mad world we live in. Els Vlogs, yeah, mate, we got good money in there, mate. Thank you. He's a good manager. Well, I wish you all the luck, mate. I really hope you push on and do well. Have I ever shagged a sheep? I'm getting fed up with being asked this question, to be honest with you. And well, I've certainly shagged the ones that you've eaten, mate. No, we don't actually shag sheep, don't you? Actually, we do. We do shag sheep. It's fucking good as well. Els Vlogs, we beat Sutton. Yeah, Sutton, yeah, I saw that. Oh, we're saying happy birthday to Els. Good lads. Have you ever punched a horse? Yeah, I like it. Like that big fat bastard did, innit? I think that was a Newcastle Sunderland game, innit? After the stream, go on Google and type Griezmann basketball and you see the shocking photo. Right, okay, I will have a look at that. Right, Greg, I was in the County dressing room before kick-off for Carlisle. It was absolutely amazing. Oh, good man. Were you like a mascot or something like that? Were you, mate, or like chairman for the day or something? Because that's quality, that is. If you got to go, did you beat all the players in? Did you? Good night and up the county. Woody buddy, good man. Have you ever been to Maidenhead United? No, Maidenhead weren't in the conference when we were in this, so unfortunately not. Josh Sheehan would be perfect, yeah. Nah, they never called him racist. They usually do, don't they, when people black up, now. If you're white and you black up. What other clubs have ultras? I think Accrington had what they like to call ultras, and I think Oxford had them as well. So to be honest with you, I think there's only two of us really in League Two who've got a proper band of proper ultras type groups, Jammy Jimmy, thoughts on Maidenhead United? Don't really have many thoughts on them, to be honest with you, mate. Conference. Anyway, good night and up the port. I haven't shagged a sheep, but I've done a cow. Gotta love a bit of sheep. Yeah, sheep shagging bastards. We know what we are. Els Vlog's gonna go night, bro. Good night, Els. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your birthday, mate. Aiden, good night. I will see you at Wickham, yes. I like Crystal Palace fans, yeah. They're quality ultras, they are. Grimsby have ultras. Oh, good for Grimsby. Good. Cheers for the live chat again tonight. Top job. Thank you, Lewis. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Colchester as well, do they? Oh, fair play. Yes, met all the players and Flynn. My nephew was mascot of the day, so excited. Oh, brilliant. Flynn gave us 11 free tickets on Saturday. Oh, yeah, because I think that happens, yeah, you get a lot of like players' tickets where they don't use them, they give them to the fans. They've been doing it all season, fair play, that's quality. So, guys, yeah, we're coming to the end. You pretty much nearly got the airway. We ended up at 24 likes and at the 28, so I extended by a little bit. So, there we go. But thank you all. I've really enjoyed it tonight. We've had some good chats, some good rants as well, all good. But one thing that's coming out tomorrow, guys, before you go, if you play Football Manager 2018, coming out, and I will put a link up, I'll be putting a video up to give you a brief overview of it as well. I've got a new database, which I did last year. It is the Together Stronger database, where you put Newport, Cardiff, Swansea, Wrexham, Colwyn Bay and Merthyr all in the Welsh League, and the Welsh League is bigged right up, and it is as well, so it's sort of on par with the English League. It's a quality database. I had a really, really good game on it last year, so I will be putting a video up to sort of show you guys how to get that down, how to download it, and just give you a good look at what the database is about, basically. So look out for that one. So PES 2008. Oh, I tell you what, I used to love the PES games. Who used to love the PES games on PlayStation 2? Oh, you're going to get me started on talking about other stuff now. Guys, I got to go. Got to go. I got to get to bed, like, you know. But cheers, guys. It's been brilliant tonight. Thank you very much. And until the next time, guys, it's cheerio for now. Thank you very much, all. Good night.